Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you'll still want me, I hope you'll still need me a million years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for an eternity. Sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. Guided for your love that keeps me high, keeps me high. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high, keeps me high.
as days passes by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll say, eternal. Sometimes I feel that my luck's run out. When things don't go to plan, I kinda lose my mind. I hope it's real, this life comes around. Just keep your faith and search for the fountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll say, eternal.
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Voices going through my head. These voices telling me what to say about you, about what we do. I'm shit too. Let's watch some techniques. I will free myself from you, yeah.
Last week of the regular season. Oh, we're replaying me saying that. Welcome back to the Conquerors League. All right, we're already into the draft. As you can see, SQDI banning out the Nocturne and the Talia. We already see a Karma Lucian response on the other side. All of these pretty strong right now. I think Nocturne is the one exception to that, but he's been a menace. We've seen it. Actually, wait, there's another Nocturne. Double Nocturne bans today. Let's go. They really, really don't like Nocturne over on SQDI as Aurelian goes over for ET, and we're into the first half of the picks. And I'm excited because I get to cast Bo Explode, who's actually been involved with several seasons of another league I've been in, so I'm just excited to get to see him play here. I guess I'd see everyone get to play. Smolder going first, easy pick, best AD carry right now in the game, probably the best champion right by far in the game right now. It's just so powerful. Wukong, the response from ET here. I think there's flex possibility there. It's gonna be a Kaisa though, so I don't think we're gonna see it flexed. Could have gone bottom with a Senna. Kaisa looking okay. I think it's one of the few champions that you can really pick into Smolder and not feel like it's just awaiting for him to outscale you. Like she can actually do something. As the Volibear comes through too, Bo, one of his signature champions is the Volibear. He's very, very good at it. So nice to see that coming out. It's Alistair coming out too, stopping that engage from the Wukong. Gonna really try to peel for this Smolder. There's a lot of opportunity already, especially with this Nautilus, to hook him up and take him down early on. Under the second half of the bans we go, and it's going to be Brand first. Easy pick, very strong champion. No one wants to deal with Brand in the current meta. I know that very much. I know I don't enjoy dealing with him, but Silas also going Anivia too. They don't want to give over any of these really nice ultimates to a Silas. It could be very terrifying, especially with Volley and Alistair ult. And the last ban's gonna be the Swain here, so I guess they're worried about the Swain mid. Now it's up to ET. Their first pick of the second half. Will it be mid? Will it be top? I mean, it could be Wukong top, but I have a feeling it's gonna be Wukong jungle. So I'm assuming, based on how I've seen every other team play in this league, it's going to be a mid pick here, followed by the counter for top, as a lot of people like to put priority up there. I know that. There we go. We got the RE coming through, so a lot of mobility from ET between these four picks, but not a lot of sticky potential, I would say. And we're under in here with the Cassiopeia coming out for SQDI for their mid lane. The last pick for them is going to be the top side. What is it going to be? It's going to be, drumroll, Gragas. Graggy coming out here. Gragas a pretty solid pickup. A pretty overall solid comp. A lot of front line. An insane scaling back line. This is going to be pretty good of a matchup. And here comes the Fiora as the answer to that. Okay, so looking to have an alternative. If they can't win these fights early enough to set Smolder and Cass behind, they're looking for that split push later on. Not really many answers to match it here for SQDI. And, I think overall, both of these teams have very different ideas of where they want to go with this draft. And it's Crims! He's here!
Okay. Yeah,
My boy lives.
I had an emergency to attend to, but guess what? I still made it back in time. And it looks like we're going to be... I'm just going to just bring us right into the game. I don't get to talk about the draft. I'll just analyze it as it comes by. But Raptor, thank you for doing my job and yours as well.
No
and
problem.
I'm not sure if we talked about it, but the playoff implications on the line here, this is going to be a very important match.
Yeah, we didn't actually get to talk about the playoff implications, but if you want to talk a little bit about those and tell us the implications for this matchup.
Yeah, so I'm terrible at reading the rules, so I could be wrong. I'm just going to give myself a nice little exit strategy if this is not correct. However, according to what I've seen, if SQDI win this game, they are locked in. If Eclipsing Tides win this game they attempt to do some damage here, I don't think it's going to be a kill. If they win this game, they will tie, but they will have the head-to-head record, I believe, I could be wrong, which means that would put them over into playoffs. Now, they don't have a winning match record, but the head-to-head might be what pulls them into contention.
Yeah, it could be. And both these teams really putting their all into these drafts, I feel. SQDI going very heavy into that late scaling team fight. Also, I want to point out I was wrong. It actually is going to be Gragas for Bo, not the Volibear. But ET kind of putting their eggs in multiple baskets. They do have a decent team fight. They can find some picks. They can kite back pretty well in fights. But they've also got that extra benefit of the split push with the Fiora, I feel. So just in case things go wrong, as we see an early engage onto D-Shot, Superfos is going to get some stacks with this little Smolder.
Yeah, and the Smolder stacks are a ticking already. Gotta wait till that precious number 225 before this dragon becomes a problem here. So Superfos not going to be looking to cause much mayhem right now. Alistar is a great pick for stalling that out into the Nautilus. We'll see how they play the lane. Top side, I mean, I know you've been talking about this Fiora, but if you have a very good Fiora player on your team, it is an absolute menace.
Yeah, they can be terrifying. I've seen some absolutely horrifying Fioras come through that just like make me wish I just wasn't in the game, even if I'm not in their lane. So we'll have to see how this goes. I haven't seen EX on it, so we'll have to see how they perform, as they are getting the advantage here in this fight already, getting down that Volibear to half health. Zico,
Ooh, nice dodge.
Grounding onto the Ahri. It's gonna be an easy first blood over for Bo Explode. Good play from ZPM, just completely nullifying Ahri's ability to get out.
Yeah, that gank was handed on a silver platter here. 1v1, top side.
Yeah, EX taking out, getting dodging out of the lightning. It's getting a little back and forth up there in the top side. I do see they both took Grasp. I know that's pretty standard a lot. Ooh, as we've seen engage onto Zon Bluelac. Nautilus.
This is a lot of damage.
Zon
is level 2.
Yeah, he's only level 2. I don't think he has any more to really save him. Oh, D-Shot, though, flashing forward, trying to get the kill. But here comes the Alistar. They're hoping to maybe pick up the Nautilus. It's not going to be enough. Dark Narukami is going to pick up that kill, and they're on to Superfos. Superfos has no way out. The flash forward from the Wukong is going to be enough. John Squid takes him down, and the fight is turned with the counter gank.
Yeah, the turntables there. As Bo Explode gets another kill. Gonna try to walk his way out of here, and does so successfully. The shame of having a scaling lane and you see an opportunity for an early kill, you go for it, and then that completely ruins your slight advantage that you had. And now Dark Narukami gets a kill and assist. ZPM going for another trade here. Probably gonna have to back because John Squid is in the area. But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate when the scaling lane sees an opportunity and they just fumble it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I see what the idea was, but once they get back there, you gotta just back off. Alistar really thought he could take it, but
yeah,
turret diving a Nautilus is never the best.
I mean, the thing is, you burned their sums, and that means like if you have your sums, this is a very good lane state to have. You could pretty much just keep scaling for free, as we have some trouble for mid lane.
Yeah, Cam caught up again, flashes forward, trying to pick up ZPM, but gonna get headbutted into the turret.
Wait, ZPM gets it because poison.
Yeah, the poison manages to secure the kill for the mid laner. Good Alistar play right there. And Cam's having a pretty rough start to this game.
Yeah, ganked twice already, and that time it was a 3 versus 1. Looks like they're going to go ahead and they're going to send this tempo topside here. Ooh, that was a premature flash from Zond.
Yeah, a little premature right there, but that's okay. It's still early in the game. It's not a game-altering one, I would say, yet, but looks like they're going for these grubs. Grubs very powerful right now. Good to see them starting that up. I think they're only going to get the 2. If I saw that correctly, SQDI got 1, right?
Yeah, I think that's correct. I got 1. SQDI 1. Eclipsing Tides 2.
Yep. So we will only have.
Oh, look who's back.
Yeah, it's up there on the chart now. I didn't realize they'd added that into the overlay.
That Raptor, that has been here the whole time. Like the whole
I'm
season.
just that blind.
Apparently.
I am just that blind. But that means we're not gonna get the double grubs this game. Most is gonna be a single Shulker Rub to summon, as both
D-Shot
teams
is
kind of-
still level 3, and so is Zond. Oh,
yeah, they're
my.
jockeying for position for this dragon as D-Shot gets hooked up
nice.
to the Nautilus. Oh, but the turnaround's pretty good there. The poison coming through. ZPM is here, gonna pick up John Squid. Lazond Lilek is not long for this world, is gonna go down. Bo's gonna pick up the kill and going on a killing spree. It's just a little bit slow. Dark Nokami was not there for the fight, so a 3v4, but EX is here. This could be an option. They could still try to take this. The engage, though, onto the side here, onto Cam. Cam getting low again. ZPM picks up the killing spree, but here comes Kaisa, takes down Superfos, and now it's on. This dragon isn't as safe as they were hoping. The rest of ET has
Let's take a look
respawned.
topside here. I want to see
Yeah.
how many plates has this Volibear managed to secure, because there is no TP
One.
back. Okay,
They got
just
one. Just a single plate.
Wow, just one. So just didn't have enough time to get what looked like enough time for 2 as well. Fjord didn't even TP, now is going to use it. So there was a lot of alone time. One-on-one date there with that turret. Zazakill gets 1. Trades 1 plate for the dragon. Honestly, not a bad trade.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good trade. X came down and took out. I mean, it kind of forced that, what was honestly a bad position for ET to be better. I think that if he hadn't come down, they would have absolutely lost that dragon. So good on him to come down here, trade 1 plate for that. I think that's a pretty worthy, like you said, I think it's pretty worthy of worth trade right there. 'Cause things are still looking rough for ET. They are down about 1,000 gold. They are down 3 kills. All the kills are on the mid and the jungle, not the smolder, thankfully, but that's still scary. Cass is still a very good scaling champion, and Gragas going AP here could also be a pretty big threat later on in this game.
Yeah. We'll see what the build is. Has yet to be seen. It did go blue trinket, so maybe not going to the full burst that we're expecting here. As
Oh, here comes John Squid going in onto Zazikal. Yeah, I mean, X is here. The Volibear has to ult, trying to escape.
oh wait, the shield.
Yeah, the shield, is it gonna be enough? It is. Oh, but the ult from Bo Explode gives him the kill, throws Fjord under the turret, and Bo goes on a rampage.
Zazakill also managed to get the heal off the chomp, and that was a very clutch play from Bo Explode there. Greg is coming in, bomba.
Yeah, that's now the second play of this game where some. Oh, hang on, we have an engage on the bottom, but I don't think it's gonna actually do too much. A little bit of poke.
Yeah, I was wondering if D-Shot was going to be able to knock him into the turret, because he could have queued and then maybe like flash W. I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah.
Actually, could have been, actually.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, like, before that little skirmish broke out, that kill up top was the second kill already this game where someone's just been shoved into the turret from ET and died because of it. So if that had happened a third time, I would have been like, man, these guys are the unluckiest people.
ET's biggest nemesis is turrets.
Yeah, turrets and standing too close to them. Oh,
Like, see
he's
right
shot.
here, you could totally just knock them right in. I mean, look, good trades coming out from
Yeah.
Dark Nokami and Zon, but
Oh, super
risky
close going
business.
in. Gets exhausted. Zon's trying to get the hook. Does manage to get it with the root. The ult from Dark Nokami is going to pick up the kill, but the headbutt back under the turret this time doesn't lead to a kill. That's a double kill for Dark Nokami. And that is, this bot lane for ET is so far the best part of this team, this game, as Bo is trying to get to these grubs. X is trying to stop him getting, but here comes Ezekiel. He's gonna pick this kill up. Actually, they're gonna give it over to ZPM, keep this Cassiopeia scaling, and grubs easily gonna go over to the side of SQDI, making cross map plays.
yeah, so they get denied the 5, but they will pick up the 4 here. Nice little trade. As, yeah, EX has been taking quite a bit of ganks here.
Cam getting hit by D-Shot again. Cam's just been having a rough game this so far.
Yeah, it's so far bot lane of ET versus the other side of the map, mid, jungle, and top. Not the easiest thing to do, but honestly, bot lane is one of the roles you can do that from. So we'll see if Dark Nokami and Zon can pull it off here, the bot lane carry.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I mean, Volibear is a very tough champion to deal with. As once again, the Smolder finds himself ganked. That's another kill to Dark Nokami. Man, this is just not Smolder's game. He's got to be smoldering right now in his chair, just raging like, why do they keep coming for my poor little dragon? Ezekiel looking to kind of force EX off this top side here, trying to deny the farm, doesn't want this Fiora to become big. While behind in terms of like deaths, is still honestly a threat. Because the moment Volibear leaves, you know that Fiora is going to go take a turret.
Yeah, you can't really let Fiora get that. Her Q reset plus her auto attack reset on her E is very good at destroying turrets. So far, though, Ezekiel might be finding himself with another turret plate coming pretty soon here. The push power of Volibear unmatched.
Yeah, so far the bear has the push advantage. Has the Thornmail too to kind of help out. Will mitigate some of that damage. I mean, Fiora still got Shrew, so... Oh, D-Shot. Caught out again. Zonlilac manages to land that hook. Bow is here. Zonlilac is not long for this world. Is going to go down. Oh, the ult from Bow throws him back. Forced to ult away. D-Shot on the run. Bow Explode flashes forward to get it.
Nice.
But it's going to go over to Superfos. Smolder finally on the board.
Yeah, that is Boxblow bailing out the bot lane. Now Superfos gets a kill and a shutdown at that. So that's going to be quite the gold injection for this Smolder here. Going to be picking up a dragon. It looks like EX is not going to be ruining this dragon take this time around. Boxblow does get that one. And what a fitting name. Bow Explode, Gragas, Bomba. It all makes sense.
It all does. Ooh, a charm lands onto ZPM. Cam finally starting to get a little pressure. It's actually interesting, despite being down 0 and 3, is almost dead even in farm, just 3 CS under. That's not bad, honestly. Yeah, you're still down a lot because you don't have your item, and the gold is like 1,500. But at least keeping up in farm, so it's not falling further behind. That's always you know, gotta find the positive.
Well, actually, that's the biggest gold diff on the map right now. Is the mid lane.
Yeah, but
surprisingly,
I mean,
jungle only ahead by like 500 gold.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, John Squid is back here for the top side. Can they actually make this work this time? Volibear ults out again. I've seen this play before. Ooh. Oh no, getting stunned. They see the Gragas. John Squid has to run. EX is not even gonna try to help his jungler. And it's just over. John Squid slowly. Oh wait, hang on. Nope. He's done.
He came at
felt unnecessary. Yeah.
Oh no. The 200 HP from Zazakiel W. Oh my goodness. What a champion.
Yeah, the bottom side here, Superfos. Oh, if that hook had landed, that was death for him. He shot, trying to buy some space here. And this is still a tale of two parts of the map. Bot lane is run by ET. Top half is run by SQDI. Who will win in the end? Cam taking some shots here from ZPM. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Superfos takes the Nautilus ult, but calls in Mom. Comes in from overhead. Kind of delays it. First turret going down over to SQDI. They extend their goal lead to about 2,500 right now. Pretty good position for the scaling comp to be in. Only not even 15 minutes into this game, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot for them. Oh, here we go. More Boomba.
More Boomba coming in. Cam just finding himself in just an absolute hell of a game.
What a travesty to not buy the ring. Could have had a ring of power here, and it would have been quite powerful, but is going to drop that one here.
Oh,
going in for the kill.
Superfos gets the ult, picks up the kill. Mulder, I don't think you can win these one-on-ones with the Kai'Sa, buddy. It's a 6-1 Kai'Sa.
Yeah, 6-1 Kai'Sa with the Kraken. Hard to beat right now in terms of 1v1s as the God of Darkness picks up another kill.
Yeah, this is starting, like, it's just very chaotic of a game. It just feels like just a lot of dying and a lot of killing. Like, there's more than a kill a minute right now. John Squid tries to increase that number even further, going in onto Bow Explodes on Lilac.
Not even fight.
The rest of the team is not. John Squid has to get out. Zon Lilac somehow manages to walk away. I don't know how either.
Everyone was going for John Squid. Yeah, no one wanted to get the Zon kill. They all looked at Wukong instead.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, we don't need to kill the Nautilus.
Yeah, support. Who cares about killing support? Wukong, though, that's the kill that I As Bow Explode goes from almost dying to about 3/4 HP. So there you go.
Yeah, and they get the Herald off that. Very good to have. Let's see if they can optimally use a charge. I know it's still weird whenever I use Herald, like the weird mechanic of when you jump into it and like the arrow doesn't always point in the direction you're about to dash. I know that I know that's like even having done it several times now, I still am just not used to it. So let's see if they can make use of it.
There's a few techniques. One is you just don't click and you just let it time out in the direction you want to go. Probably the easiest one to pick up. And the other one is your first click kind of doesn't count.
Oh,
we have an engage here.
Again, stunned up, trying to ult out of there.
Trying to chase.
Here comes the Smolder Mom. Oh, the flash out. But will Cam burn? No, is going to live. I don't even know how much it is. It's got to be sub 50 health right there.
It looked close to 100 as we have Zazakiel yet 1v1 in the top lane.
Who wins, a bear or a fencer? I think the bear wins.
Technology wins. No, technology wins.
Technology beats armored bears.
Does he have armor? He's mostly naked.
He's mostly naked now. He used to be an armored bear as Zon Lilac gets the ult going in, hits it onto D-Shot. I don't think that was the intended target.
No. Just standing right on top of Superfos made it hard to click.
Eagle is here. The ult from Bo knocks him back. He forced to run away. Isn't going to be able to get out. Tries to ult, but is going to fall. Ezekiel gets the flash, but is going to pay with his life. Meanwhile, on the backside here, another kill onto the Wukong. Cam is coming over, but a little late to this fight. And that is the call for the Dragon. 4v3, but we did see last time this did go in the favor of ET, so can they make it happen again? Doesn't look like they want to even try to challenge it. It's just one Ocean Drake. They don't want to worry yet. It doesn't put them on Soul Point. It's just their second Drake of the game. They're going to try to get this mid push, but everyone's kind of left except Bo, so not even going to get much out of that either.
Yeah, maybe they could have contested that. They didn't have all the ultimates, but the problem is this is buying so much time for SQDI to get that smolder scale coming, because the dragons are, if you stack all 4 into the Elder, or maybe just stack all 4 in the enemy team, goes for you can get team fights, you can get a way to accelerate the game through that, and that route has been completely cut off here because it would require 3 dragons, so what, 18 minutes to close out from that, and that's not even with the Elder spawning in, just going to be too much time. And so with this map control coming from SQDI, it's looking like there's going to be enough time for the smolder in this game.
Yeah, can we get a smolder
smolder check?
Yeah, smolder check prediction. I want to see where the smolder stacks are. 134 stacks on our boy right now. Smolder is cooking. What he's cooking is fireballs.
The boulder, yeah. He is tumbling away through these stacks here.
That'd actually be a fun skin, you know. It's just instead of summoning Mom, he just summons a giant boulder that just rolls across the map.
That would obstruct so much other stuff. I would hate that.
Yeah.
Good
John
concept,
Squid goes in. They find ZPM, but the ult coming through. Charm missed from Cam. They're still going forward. The shield is coming up. ZPM trying to run, trying to keep him in the minions, trying to get some damage out, but it's not enough. He's going to get shut down, but will John Squid get away? Is going to. Had to flash to make sure he could live. And mid turret will fall as well as they pop Zon Lilac trying to run away, but Superfos will pick up that kill. A trade of champions and taking a tower. SQDI still coming out on top.
Yep, the scaler is scaling. I repeat, the smolder is scaling. As we have here, looks like the Baron finally on the map. Zazakel, yeah, gonna have to give that up. No jungler in sight. So far, Bow Explode, the only member of this game to not die. So far is the case. Can Bow Explode keep the perfect game in their hands? Just have to wait and see.
It's funny because if you his number of kills is equal to the number of deaths that the Ari and the Fiora have, and they also have no kills. So put them together, you get a full board of stats.
I do want to know. So just recently bought the I forgot the name of the item. Man, What's the one that's not Lichbane on Bow Explode?
Ooh.
Storm Surge.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you, production.
Yeah, why can't they just call it Lightning Stick? You know, just make it easy for me.
Oh, the
Anyway,
boomstick.
Surge.
Give me the boomstick. CPM has been found by EX. Does manage to try to get the
TP
ult off, but
coming
it's not
in.
going to be enough. The TP coming through. They're trying to save their mid laner, and they will. ZPM going to pick up the kill with the help of a bear. Teleporting bears are always the worst.
Foes?
Squid and them find the Smolder. They find the Alistair. D-Shot is the only one of the two still standing after 3 seconds, and not much longer. A double kill going over to Dark Nokami, and ET managing to still make plays on this map. Despite the setbacks they've had, they are still being pretty aggressive and still looking for plays, and I think that's very commendable. They're actually not even that far behind anymore. They're only 1,200 gold down, so like they're keeping up. They're keeping up pretty well.
Yeah, I think they've made a nice recovery mid game. Just not grouping enough on the side of SQDI because, I mean, Bo was not there. And if you imagine if Bow Explode was there, there's no way they can go so easily onto Superfos. And surely the Gragas Peel would have saved his life. So they just need to stick together, play the map. Bow Explode kind of on a farming spree, which understandable. You feel like you have nothing to do, but the team's trying to make plays. And so it's just a little bit of disconnect. I'm not blaming anyone, just saying, hey, they're not synergizing here.
Well, I mean, it's good because it keeps Bo's perfect stat line alive. He still hasn't died yet.
Ooh, face check!
He's trying to face check it, but does sniff something out here as John Squid and Cam are going to catch Bow Explode. Bow down to half health already. Healing back up. The rest of the team is there. No Fiora yet. Ooh, they do knock up Bo. They manage to land a hook, but it's on the D-Shot as the bear goes forward. The mom comes from downtown. Darno Kami has been taken out. EX is here, but is it gonna be enough? Bo getting super low. Can he keep the perfect game alive? He does. John Squid now turning back with the rest of his team. This fight is very chaotic, but he will go down. Cam being chased around by this bear. Sequel though decides to turn. X is coming. X gonna give it to you. Nope, he's gonna give you a kill though. ZPM picking it up, and that's gonna be the call to go for the Ocean Drake. 3-0 for SQDI.
Okay, so we were talking about Bear versus Warrior, right? Technology, but Bear versus Fox. Bear definitely wins that one. There's no way. There's no way that Fox could beat a bear.
What does the Fox say this game? No, please stay away from me. I have children.
No, I don't. I think Ari's pretty single, so. As we have here, well, at least the hopes of some fans out there. As we have here, Baron at 8K. I don't know if John Squid's gonna make it. Looks like that's a no.
No,
There's
not
enough
at
damage
all.
with the Cassiopeia. And no steal.
No. I did see the Kaisa try there though, so we can give Cammy that.
I mean, not AP build either, so hard to say that the Kaisa will be able to steal. There are some champions who can outsmite, and no one is capable of that here.
Unfortunately. And it is looking pretty dire for the side of ET right now. Despite the pushing back, they are starting to fall down in gold. They are struggling with these team fights.
Yeah, that last team fight was brutal for them. They lose a dragon, they lose a baron, and now they're 4K behind just about.
Yeah, they got bounties on.
Yeah, and then, okay, wait, what is this? Is Superfrost going rapid fire?
Super
I
Faust.
I think that's a rapid fire.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I know Smolder isn't the biggest range AD carry, but certainly you have so much peel in this comp. You just need to stick next to your friends and use power friendship to win.
It's not like your Q scales with range, does it?
No.
No, yeah. So that I'm a little confused for that too. You don't really need crit Smolder. That could be also a Phantom Dancer. Let him move faster, dodge between units.
Prefer like a Leandri's here. That'd be nice.
That would be. But I could see either way. I actually kind of wish they went for a Navori.
Yeah, Navori also.
Very strong
For
items.
the war. Leandri's, but once you get, oh wait, hold up, look at mid lane.
Mid lane, a fight breaking out. The ult coming in. They're going for Bo. Bo on the run, half health right now. Gets a little attacking on the way out, and that's gonna be Dark No Cammy going down. And now there goes the Nautilus. John Squid and Cam are on the run. John Squid gonna have to flash over the wall. Oh no, Cam has been grounded.
Getting
and
chased
it's gonna
down.
Yeah, punishment is back to the fountain at this rate. Does manage to just barely slide away, but SQDI managed to turn another engage. I feel like ET keeps going and engaging on these tanks. You really gotta engage on the carries.
I mean, they have a really good flank with Ari Wukong, so if they get that set up, I agree with you here. But they just keep fighting up the front, and it's just not happening. There's just too much wall for them to bust through here. There's the Volibear, there's Bo as well, and then there's D-Shot on the Alistar. There's just too much to bust through here.
Yeah, I feel like they have to hook ZPM. Like, if ZPM gets hooked, this becomes a pretty, I think, easy... Like, if they can kill ZPM at the beginning of the fight, I think they have a solid chance. Like, ZPM just has so much DPS.
And it's going to be quite tanky. I mean, look at the items here. That's a lot of health to cut through. Yeah. So ZPM's not the easiest target. I mean, look, they're in a catch-22 at this point. Right? Okay. If they don't go in Smolder, Smolder will win the fight. If they don't go in ZPM, then, then ZPM's just going to be unkillable and super strong, as well as preventing them from getting away. So it's just, it's just not a good spot, man.
Nope, they're trying to get this turret here, but the SQDI does manage to show up. ZPM gonna force him off the grounding. And the hook lands. It is on the D-Shot though. They're just gonna back up. Ooh. Oh, there is that 225 stats, by the way.
We know what that line on the health bar means.
It's smoldering time. My favorite line in the movie.
And he smoldered all over them.
He's
going to. Right here, I'm calling it.
It's Smorbin time. All right, we're at 27 minutes, almost 28 into this game. 52 to 46K is the goal difference right now. And Dragon is about to come up. SQDI is on Soul Point. They've got 30 seconds, but they find a fight here. It could be over. Lilac does get stunned up. Ooh, that's a lot of damage already just from one edge of a Q from the Smolder. ET's got to dig deep here. They've got to find a pick. There's a teleport coming out from Cam. I don't know if this is the time for that, buddy.
Oh,
going to the
mission here.
Yeah, go on the mission for the top side. Meanwhile, the bot inner turret is going to fall. SQDI pushing up. Lilac on the run. It's just 5.
But this is just a 4v5.
Yeah, Bo Explode does get that huge hit down, but no, Lilac just falls. It's like Willy Woney and just immediately dead. Smolder picking up the kill right there. Ari continuing this split push, the true split push champion of this team. But inhibitors are down. I think SQDI is just going to push into the base. Ari is finally backing, but I just feel like there's no need to teleport over there in the first place. John Squid going in, looking for the engage onto the Smolder. X trying to get back there too. Mom comes in from above. From downtown comes the Smolder Q, and he's going to pick up the hill, going on a killing spree. Down goes John Squid. It's just Cam and Cammy. Cammy, the last one alive. Double kill for the Smolder. Can it be a triple? Smolder trying to run, but will fall. And now down goes the Kaisa. A shutdown, though. And Bo goes legendary. Zekiel trying to stop Lilac from going anywhere. They're just kind of poking at him. This game is all but done.
So tanky.
SQDI picks it up. Lilac does pick up the kill on D-Shot, but SQDI will take game 1. And Bo Explode will have a perfect game.
Bo Explode did it. He got himself the perfect game there. And, man, what a dominant showing from the top side of SQDI. They did a great job, Sensei squad. Complete dominance throughout the game. The Volibear just constantly pushing away. Bo Explode making tons of clutch plays, and ZPM had, Ari matchup was rough in the beginning, but just the outplay from Bo Explode, the ganks, and as well as survivability of ZPM really sent it home. And eventually Smolder was able to get online despite being set back quite a bit. And as soon as that happened, as soon as the Smolder equalized, that game was over.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it came through that mid lane. Cam just had a rough time, just constantly ganked. Cassiopeia got massive. Bo got massive. These were just so difficult to deal with that it didn't even matter if Smolder was set behind. They could just buy the time for him to scale, and then they did. So I feel like I need to see something more traditional of a comp coming out from the side of ET. Like I think like you need a front. Like if you're gonna play this kind of comp, you need front to back. Fiora is not really like if you're not gonna commit to the split push Fiora, you need to be running like a tank or something.
I don't know if they could even split push on Fiora. So far behind, they tried to put ganks into it, didn't go anywhere. They didn't have a front to back comp. They don't have a true tank. Nautilus is there, but again, not a true tank, and so just made it really difficult to win as soon as they weren't able to get their win conditions on, and the Fiora not having pressure as well just made it that much tougher to win that game. So draft free adjustment, maybe better matchup topside for sure. Volibear is very strong right now, so got to think about that.
Yeah, we'll have to see what changes they make as they head into game 2. We'll be right back with that. Don't go anywhere.
As days passes by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal. Sometimes I feel that my luck's run out. When things don't go to plan, I kinda lose my mind. I hope it's real, this life comes around. Just keep your faith and search for the fountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal.
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to game number 2 of ET versus SQDI. After a pretty dominant game 1 from SQDI, ET is trying to bounce back here, keep their hopes of making the playoffs alive. I'm here with Crims from the beginning this time as the draft is underway.
And we got ourselves. Well, I didn't know how draft one went, so you're gonna have to explain it to me if we're seeing anything new. Maybe a Gragas ban, maybe not, maybe a different first pick. I will have to see.
Yeah, these are basically the same bands. The only difference so far is Aurelian was third last time as opposed to second. Him and Karma were swapped to the exact same bands coming through here. ET feeling like, hey, we just misplayed that last game. We're willing to run the same bands. We're so scared of it. As SQDI, though, does make a change with the Smolder ban.
There it is. Smolder being removed here. And a first pick is available. So Karma's gone. Okay, Volibear just going to be the default first pick now. The new OP as the rotating champions come in and out through the meta here. We have the Senna being picked up. Still very strong. I know we all saw that this champion's getting gutted next patch, so get your wins while you can. The champion is still available.
Yeah,
and they're going to pair it already with the Maokai.
Yeah, Maokai, honestly, very, very good support right now. I mean, Maokai's good in a lot of roles, but I've been playing a lot of Maokai support. It's actually, like, so strong. And I feel like a lot of people, like, it's not picked as much as I would expect it to get picked, you know? Like, I feel like it should be a much more high priority pick, and I think it's just Senna's usual pairing with Tahm Kench is just so strong. So the Jinx and Milio come through, also a pretty good pairing, you know, giving that additional range and heal, ability to get out of that Maokai ultimate and W with the Milio ult, so pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to make that lane a bit rough for the Maokai and Senna, as we have here the Vi being picked up, so great engage coming out from the side of Sensei squad here in their Vi, in their Maokai, and they have a nice Senna to keep their front line healthy, so they could go for a dive, they could go for front to back. Meanwhile, on the other side, Eclipsing Tide here, they definitely want to hit that front to back style with the Jinx.
Yeah, and they are gonna probably try to build up more of that front line as Sylas and Jax are both banned. Both the SQDI banned Sylas last time as well. The Jax, that's newer, but as far as I remember, but the Sylas, I could see that, you know, they don't want to get any of those ultimates stolen. Sylas in the wrong hands could be detrimental. The Cass ban coming through, they are not wanting to deal with that anymore. They're like, please do not bring that to us.
Well, they haven't picked the Ari or anything like that, so we will see. Got ourselves a Swain. Wow.
That was
okay.
That was the ban last time from SQDI. They banned the Swain. That was their last ban.
I have reservations about picking Swain first. Champion is very counterable here. Vlad comes out, and I think that's a pretty good response.
Yeah, I think so too. Vlad, great scaling. There's not a lot of options to really stop his healing right now. I don't see a lot of champions here that are going to really build anti-heal that's going to be effective on him. Maybe the Morellos for Superfos, but Wukong coming out. So John Squid getting that yet again. They really think that it was a good pick. I agree. I think it wasn't bad. I think it's just an unfortunate setup that they had to play into. And the Mordekaiser as the answer to the Volibear for SQDI. So this is some beefy comps.
Yeah, there's a lot of front line, not a lot of back line here for either team. Just their AD carry. Vlad could play both styles, so we'll see what they do in the mid lane. Cam on a different style of champion here. And so I'm interested to see what they're going to do. They're changing it up here. I think Eclipsing Tide kind of picked a easier comp with the Jinx. They don't really have to dive with the Vlad and the Jinx. They can still focus front line. Nice peel on the Wukong. And Sensei squad, I mean, they're just going to pick a target, blow them up, and try to steamroll through a team fight.
Yeah, and ET, they've gotta make sure that Mordekaiser does not get ahead. If Mordekaiser gets ahead, it is so difficult to deal with him. Even with the Jinx, like if he ults the fight, just ults Jinx and just runs her down, this is done. Or even ults Emilio. I don't think Emilio's ult gets him out of Mordekaiser ult. Right? I've played a lot of Emilio, but never had a lot of interactions with Mordekaiser.
I think he can ult himself out.
It does. That's a good point. Thank you, production. I always forget that.
Oh wait,
Milio's-
he can't ult for himself. I did not know that.
Nope, he cannot ult for himself. He can only ult for his teammates. I always forgot.
Okay.
I spaced out there for a moment on that. But we're getting underway. Both these teams, I think, definitely improved their drafts. I feel like SQDI has a more, like, even though their comp was strong last time, I feel like this comp is a little bit more beefy. It doesn't really give a lot of those opportunities, especially in the bottom lane. It feels safer, which is really what I feel they needed. ET feels like they've kind of shored up the issues they had last time. They've picked a more front to back comp, and I think it's thanks to our sponsor that they got to do that. So shout out to our sponsor of our stream, as always. It's Pro Comps. You know them, you love them. They're our wonderful sponsor for this and the rest of Titan Esports. They're a program that lets you really take your drafting to the next level. Champion pool creation, giving you custom tier lists so that you and your team can figure out what you think is strong, what's not, what they're comfortable with. Gives you live draft recommendations while you are playing. Well, you're not playing, but doing your draft. So it can help you go, hey, this team's doing this, and this is what you've picked. Maybe you should go with this to help you kind of shore up your weaknesses. Even gives you ban suggestions, helps you create comps, gives you some pre-game guides on like when you're drafting of how you should play out the game. It's really honestly an awesome tool. We love it. I know a lot of the teams use it. So if you want to give it a shot, it's completely free to use. Go on over to procomps.gg and give it a try. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, and we very thankful to ProComps here, as they are helping us have this amazing tournament, Titans Conqueror League, here today. And we are already through to our second game here, match point, and it is showtime for Eclipsing Tides. Right now, they got to win it or they are going to be out.
Yeah, and they're going to have to sit out and wait for next season.
Who wants to do that?
No one at all. Unless you have finals for school, but I don't. Oh, I guess we're if you're on the quarter system in college, like, you're probably about to hit finals, so you're probably okay with that. Cam gets rooted up right there. ZPM gets a hit onto him. Vlad's gonna take a little bit, and ZPM's just gonna scale up right there. Looking over in the chat, I see Brock Lee. Shout out to Brock Lee. Homie
in the trees. What's up?
Former In the Trees player. Team, he actually played on a team with Bo Exploit, so it's nice to see his old teammates coming out to support him with his newer squad as they fight for their spot in the playoffs. Superfos taking a little poke right there. Overall, though, I feel like ET continuing to dominate in the bottom half of the map. On the top side, though, Zekel and X going at it. But Zekel getting the worst side of that trade.
Yeah, it's Mordekaiser. Needs some time there. ZPM is beaten on this Vlad, and again, a champion that needs time. There's a lot of scaling versus not so much scaling in these games here.
I feel like
Nice
both these
traps.
have
Oh,
scaling.
kick
Ooh,
right
and
into the
nice-
traps.
Yeah, nice kick into the trap. Dark Nokami gets rooted up, is on the run. Zon Lilac trying to buy some space for Super Post as Dark Nokami is trying to
Right,
kite
lethal tempo's
backwards.
here.
Yeah, Lethal Tempo is online. They're both going to back up. Doesn't really have enough mana to continue that chase. Oh, the flash forward from Bo. Looking for Cam. Gonna miss him because of the pool, like the finish off. And now here comes John Squid looking for Bo. Bo has to run. Will the perfect game end early? It is gonna be at least first blood for him. The perfect game still alive. The root coming
Red buff.
in. John Squid's gonna pick him up though. Bo. They say, Bo, you can get 10 on us, but you don't go any farther without dying. CPM now hunting down John Squid,
No
but
X
here
is
comes EX, forcing the flash out of ZPM in a 1-for-1 trade overall.
You called him VX. I like it. There's only one.
He is.
Quite
just
low
waiting.
health bars here.
Oh yeah, D-Shot pushing him forward, trying to get onto Dark Nokami, root him up. Oh, and it's not going to go over to Superfos. It is going to go over to D-Shot. He's going to pick up that kill, but here comes John Squid. You're a kid now, you're a squid now, but are you going to be a killer now? No, not going to be that. Not going to be able to pick up that kill. As here comes Bo looking for Zon Lilac.
That's it.
Superfos going to pick up the kill. They're going to root onto John Squid, and Bo is going to pick that up. And it looked really good at the beginning for SQDI, and it just kept looking good for them.
What a bait. Well,
know.
something that's not looking good is this topside matchup here. Zazakel is going to get slowed. The
Yeah,
stun
he's going
comes through.
for-
W.
Yeah, X gonna give it to him.
You're going to keep saying that. Okay.
I am gonna do it because he is giving it to him. He is just making Zeke's life hell this series. He is.
So
doing...
I just noticed something. A revelation, if you may.
Yes.
What if it's actually John's squid? Like his money. John's money.
It could be that. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, but this is America, so it's John Squid.
Yeah, we don't use squid here. We use freedom currency. I may have
America.
I've been playing too much Helldivers lately.
Yeah. I mean, it took long enough for a game to be based off of America. American philosophy. It's been a while.
It's a good reference to Super Troopers, Starship Troopers. If you ever seen
Starship Troopers. Well, no.
Or at least the movie. At least the movie, not the comic.
Not the book.
Yeah, the book they use mechs.
The book was a different thing entirely.
It was. But
They didn't really talk about democracy too much.
no.
No, it was more
And
about. I mean, definitely like your country though.
Yeah, and especially they're not drinking their liberty.
Yeah, their liberty.
Gosh, my favorite quote in that game. This dragon started up here back in the game.
Oh, Bo's surrounded.
Bo. Yeah, Bo is surrounded. He's going in on the Zon Lilac, but here comes D-Shot. The fight is getting a little chaotic. Cam has come down too. John Squid looking to maybe pick up Super Foes, but they're just kiting back and forth. They can't really seem to pick a target. D-Shot looks like it might be the one here. It's going. Cam looking for him. He's not even trying for Bo. Bo is just going to go, okay, I'm going to wreck you in a moment. The Ignite's ticking. Bo's going forward. He's going to give up on that after the heal. The channel coming through from the Swain. ZPM is low on mana, so they can't really contest this, especially with X down here. I think ET's going to pick up this dragon pretty soundly. I don't think Bo's going to risk it for that one. He's already died once. That's enough for this series.
Yeah, it looks like they don't get it. Just the surround on Bo Explode. It made it really hard for them to fight because just the way the teams were positioned up there. They did have a nice re-scrambling of the fight lines, or the front and the back, so did help them escape on their way out. But look at that top side. That's a kill again. So X doing the early roam down to bot lane again, and after last time it kind of really helped Zazakel come back in the lane. It might just be the same scenario again. X trying to be a team player, but maybe too much of a team player.
Yeah, it's the one thing with Mordekaiser. It doesn't matter how far you set him down. If you give him an inch, he will take a mile. Once he gets that first item done, it's just not fun. It's not fun to play against Mordekaiser as a melee champion. You just find yourself existing in pain.
Yeah, there's a couple champions that Master Yi, super hard carries.
Yeah, Darius.
Where Mordekaiser ults you, and then you just kill Mordekaiser. You're like, oh, yeah. Thanks for the free 1v1.
Darius is like, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
My favorite is when people late game as Mordekaiser, they go, oh, I'm just gonna ult the 80 carry. And the number of times I've seen the 80 carry the champion of the death arena is too high. It's too much.
I think it depends on the carry and what where the build is the Mord. If the Mord is up an item or full build, I'd still take it. You just get one E and it's done. And if it's an immobile AD carry, if it's Ezreal or Vayne, I would not take that because you.
Vayne definitely.
Yeah, Vayne is.
That's a hard.
Yeah, but if it's Kog'Maw, you probably can take it.
Maybe. Depends. Yeah, Kog'Maw might be able to just sit there and out DPS you and win.
That's true. Kog'Maw, that's a champion.
But
honestly.
He'll never win. Supports my favorite Mordekaiser.
What are you talking about? Have you ever seen the Yuumi 1v1 the Mordekaiser?
No, I've never seen that, but that must have been a hell of a sight to see.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen it either. I have seen one 1v1 a Darius.
You haven't seen it either? Okay.
No, I saw 1v1 a Darius though.
I believe that one because you could kite a Darius. Same like Mordekaiser. You can kite a Mordekaiser.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I had it on the tip of my tongue what I was gonna say.
Ooh, that's a good trade.
Yeah, speaking of things to say, let's talk about this trade on the top side. X now losing this. Now that Mordekaiser has items, it's done. It's donezo. He's got a blasting rod. It's over.
Well, he had full shield as well
Yeah.
with the minion wave coming in. It was a good trade. Cam and John Squid here going to see D shot. Nice
Yeah.
reward.
They see them going for the grubs. John Squid going for it onto ZPM. ZPM
Oh, nice
busts
ultimate.
the ult though, and a huge amount of damage coming out onto the clone. John Squid thought he could get away with it, but okay, he is gonna. They're just not gonna stop down
They're
the
disengaged.
chase. Yeah, they disengage
Oh,
from it.
guess who's in the ultimate?
Zon Lilac is, but he does manage to flash and get away. Does use
How
the
did he
exhaust.
survive? I didn't see that. How did
He
a
exhausted.
little old Milia? Oh,
He exhausted it. So
another
they-
one of Mordekaiser's favorites.
Yep.
So expended full sums there to survive the Mordekaiser.
Yeah.
A bit frustrating on Veziko's part, I'm assuming, but I mean, at the end of the day, taking the sums is good, and they get themselves the Rift Herald. So
That
go
was
ahead,
Grubs.
pick that up. Oh, sorry, Grubs.
Yep.
It's not 14
Grubs.
minutes in. The Grubs, as they even it up 3-3. John Squid here.
Oh no, John.
Trouble.
That's where you want to back up, buddy. He does root himself. Superfo's going to pick up the kill. The Jinx Rocket, not enough to get anything right there. I think they were just trying to back up and just happened to see him there. I'm not sure if they saw him walk over the ward burst or not, but that was pretty
That
funny
is-
to watch.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that part, but they probably did. As there was a wave in front of their face here.
Yeah. That's cutie eyes. After
They're
all
doing
this,
it.
yeah, they are in the lead. They're still in the lead. 2,000 gold lead at 11 minutes. It's actually pretty large for them. They're winning in really not too much in the farm. Top lane's up by 9, but I feel like it's balanced out by the differentials elsewhere. So I think it's mostly just in these kills. Like, they're just getting a lot of kills. They're both, 2 of them on Senna, 1 on Maokai, 2 on Vi. So they're spreading them out. I think this is good. You don't want them all stacked on Senna. I feel like that's the biggest weakness of Senna, as like when you play her AD carry, is if you or the rest of your champions are more beefy, Senna becomes the priority target. She immediately becomes everyone's focus. And so if you put all your eggs in that one basket, it's going to end badly.
Yeah, but if they don't kill Senna, then it ends very good for you.
Yeah. that's a lot of, as a Senna player, let me say, that's something I don't like to rely on, is them hoping that my team blocks and doesn't get you killed. As Superfo's taking a lot of damage here, doesn't really have the mana to heal up, so gotta be careful. I don't think his running mana flow ban does have the fleet, so we'll be able to chip a little bit back at that.
Should have the
Dragon's being taken too. Bo managing to secure the Hex Tech for himself and his team. Ocean again this game for the Soul. Here comes Bo with the ult from Vi. They're also going to root him up with Milio. Oh, but he does get the shutdown into Superfos. Going to trade 1 for 1. Now looking for Zon Lilac. Bo going forward, but John Squid going to ult. Keep him knocked up. The punches are flying. The monkey is spinning. But will he get away? He will not, but he will take a D-shot with him. Oh, and the flash forward from Bo managing to pick up a double kill. Bo actually picking up 3 across that entire fight.
That is a bit unfortunate that Bo has all the kills. Talking about kill spread, you definitely want some on the Senna. Primary backline damage dealer in this game. Unfortunate, Bo does pick him up as well. And being a frontliner and you have a huge bounty is never fun, because it's like, oh great, who's gonna, if a team fight breaks out, who's gonna pick up all this gold that I have here?
It's
And
the Milio.
Well, you would hope. In fact, maybe inting to Milio might be the play.
Yeah, give Milio the kill. GG. Now X and Zekel going at it. Zekel gets the ult down to fight with X. They don't know, he doesn't know D-Shot is here. So when he comes out of this, he better hope he can get it. Now D-Shot goes forward, gets the grasp down, the ult coming through. The Senna ult though coming through to give him some help. This is just like a wet noodle fight. Like a very, very slow wet noodle fight. But Zekel finally gets it with the dunk, just slams it on the bear's head. And a kill going over. The first kill for the Mordekaiser of this game. Milio getting pulled under the tower, gonna take a little bit of damage, gonna heal it up. Meanwhile, Dark No Cammy just blasted at
So they're going
ZPM.
for a dive.
Yeah, they are. The Wukong is here, but
Not
they've
big
got to
enough
be
wave.
careful. They've got no minions. This is a Swain. You know, big Swain energy could be a little
If
detrimental.
it goes wrong, that's 3 potential kills for the Swain.
Yeah, it does indeed. And it's someone you don't want to give it to. But here comes John Squid looking for ZPM. ZPM ult, trying to get away. He is so low, but he is healing up and is going to manage to get out with a flash and a ghost. And what did they burn in exchange? Just a flash out of John Squid. So
Yeah. Flash
turret.
Ghost for ZPM here. Almost didn't make it. Heal coming through as well. Meanwhile, they're going to pick up this turret. They're not going to be able to trade it. Sensei squad mid lane here. But top lane, Boxplode, going to go ahead, take some camps. And we're cresting over into the mid game mark here, Raptor.
Yeah, and Ezekiel, I want to point out, got first turret blood just a moment ago. They actually are going to trade that mid turret. There's just no one there to defend it. So they are going to pick that up, get up to 4K now. 15 minutes.
Fight.
Yeah, big fight coming in. John Squid going forward, looking for Super Post. Isn't going to be able to knock him up, though. The root coming through from the Meowkai. Zon Lilac trying to run away. Does get the ult for Dark. No, it's not going to be enough. They're going to pick him up. Ezekiel picks up one. ZPM picks up the other. Now it's Cam on the run, trying to get away. Goes into the pool, but I don't think it's enough. D-Shot goes, flashes forward and cues back, and it's going to be a double kill for ZPM. The fight attempt by ET just backfires so bad.
It was, we're flanking you, but no, we are actually flanking you as Sensei Squad comes around here. I was a bit worried that even though they won the fight and they invested a lot of resources, that they weren't going to be able to pick up much, but they have the Rift Herald, and so that's going to help them nicely here. Zazakel is getting low. That's just feeling like it. Oh, that was a nice ultimate.
Yeah, nice ultimate, and also didn't stop him in the shield, too, so that's going to be good. Superpost getting rooted up, though. Going to have to run, flashing out. John Squid forward is going to give up Bow Explode in the exchange. X now taking Ezekiel. Good E there to kind of throw him backwards. And overall, a 1-for-0 trade in favor of ET as SQDI gets a little big for the britches. Now the siege is on. ET sieging this mid lane up. I don't think there's too much out of this. There's just the minions clearing.
Yeah. So the bounty was picked up by none other than Dark Nokami. Nice little gold there for the 80 carry, and this is as a melee champion. This is where you'd be like, man, bounties are so stupid.
Oh, these bounties.
We are about 10 seconds, we'll call it 15, away from the dragon here. And it looks like ET are going to be completely out of position for it here. They have 10 seconds to get their butts over here. And I don't think they're going to make it.
I don't think they are. Zon Lilac has been caught out on the side, and Ezekiel's going to pick up the kill. Dragon is not even out. Oh, that's down now, but John Squid on the run, trying to dodge out of there. Got so low, and I don't think he's going to be able to really contest this. Dark Nokami might have an ult in store for him, but ZPM is here on the backside. Could offer something. The ult, yeah, a little early on it. And the Dragon's going to go over to SQDI. Starting to stack oceans again. Yes, I remember
quite
from
a
this.
bit of damage, though. I mean,
Yeah, it was quite a bit.
There's a possibility it could have stole. Just a little too early here.
Yeah.
That bot
get a
turret,
though.
Yeah, that bot turret is still alive. Look at that one. Still alive in this 18-minute game. Looks like now, finally, Sensei Squad to say, hey, this turret's alive. Yep. Go ahead. Get the Wrecking Crew in there, and they're going to demolish that one ASAP.
Yeah, they're gonna rip that up, extending the lead to 5,000 gold right here. We are at a kill a minute right now. A little bit slower than last time, but these teams are both bloody. They like to fight, so I'm hoping we'll see this accelerate a little bit more. And
Just a bit.
yeah, everyone's just kind of slowing down, getting some farm right now. There's not any major objectives coming up yet. Another minute till Baron, but I don't think either team is really in a position to really contest that. It's still fairly early game, and outside of the Jinx, there isn't really people on either team that can clear that pretty fast. So, not really worth starting up just yet, as Ezekiel's gonna clear out vision around the area though. Everyone just trying to jockey for vision control, and kind of decide if I like the build for the Mordekaiser. I feel like I want to see him get Riftmaker right away.
Yeah, probably don't want to finish Morello's. Excuse me there, but yeah, probably want to get the Rylai's for sure.
Already has the Rylai's.
Okay, yeah. I know. Needs to chase down people, so Rylai's first is always good. Riftmaker versus the Volibear is okay. Morello's. I mean, you get the orb, obviously.
Oh, Bo going in.
Here we go.
It's John Squid right there. Just
Oh,
blows
my.
him. You know, it's immediately onto Dark No Cammy. Cammy trying to run. Zon tried to save him and gets a flash out of both them and a ghost and an exhaust. So 4 sums down there. Bo going back in, getting super low. Gotta watch out for the rocket, but he's gonna die to Dark No Cammy. Eats it right to the face. Now Cam trying to buy space. CPM gonna try to pick him up. Gonna grab it too. Goes on a killing spree. Right on the bottom side. Zekel and X are fighting at it. The shield's coming down, but Zekel finally takes it. And a trade in the mid lane as we see CPM trade his life for Dark No Cammy. And overall, a 4 for 2 in favor of SQDI across the map. I think they're going to get this inhibitor turret cracked. They're probably going to get the inhibitor for it too with this little grub buff here. But John Squid looking to get on to Super Post, getting him low. But can he finish? He can. He does indeed. John Squid picks him up. Going for D-Shot too. He's hunting this Maokai. The heals coming through from the Milio to give him the additional range. Maokai is a fast boy though, but isn't going to get away in time. John Squid gets the aerial dunk.
Ain't fast enough, and yeah, does get the aerial slap down with the staff. As they pick up the turret, but not an inhib here. Nice little opportunity for ET maybe to get something on the map. And I think that if they could get this Baron, yeah, they can't. There's just not enough time. But if there were an opportunity, that might have been it, but just not going to be able to piece together. Just not enough time off the death timers there. But they're going to get a decent position. Don't think they should try to bait it. Realistically speaking, they can't really take it, but maybe they can catch a support walking in like D-Shot.
Yeah, they might be able to. John, actually, they're going to catch Cam instead, but Superfos, they're on the side. Bo's going to lock up John Squid, so he can't really get onto the AD carry. X going forward. Bo going to slap him back, though. ZPM here on the side, already ulted. The ult coming through from the Superfos. Ezekiel getting low, too. Everyone on the side of SQDI except D-Shot and ZPM is low. Oh, they're going in. The goes with the dunk, but only lands on Bo. Now he's trying to duel the entirety of SQDI on his own. Gets the shield, getting low, getting pulled back, and Bo is going to rip him to shreds. Now SQDI is on the forward foot. They're on the warpath. Cam got really low in that fight, so this is basically a 3v5 right now. Not what you really want to take. And the call right now is 15 seconds. No bear. Let's go for the dragon.
I mean, that wasn't too bad of extension of the fight from X. Just no follow-up there. Probably a miscommunication with the team, and it cost them now. This is a desperate attempt to get something on the map, and it looks like this might just go sideways.
Yeah, it might. They're just...
Double pull back.
It's a desperate play. There goes the Milio. There goes the Jinx. It's just Wukong. Cam's here on the side, but I don't think he's going to outduel the Swain. Swain's got the better of him all
They're
game.
Just accelerating their own death here.
Yeah, they are. There's SQDI wasn't even going to go for the Baron, but they're like, you know what? You started it. We might as well finish it. They're going to try to pick this up really quick. Wukong trying to heal up, but won't have smite. So it's just going to go on over to the side of SQDI. They're not even going to back. They're going to go straight for the dragon, and the bear is running over, trying to block the way, trying to be the Gandalf for his team. You shall not pass this bear and get to the dragon, but they just walk right on by and go straight for it. X is in the area. The rest of ET has respawned. Might see a rocket come flying out here. Jinx hasn't launched it yet. There goes the rocket, but not going to be in time, and it goes for the field goal. Sole point for SQDI. An 8,000 gold lead, 23 minutes into this game. Oh, they're accelerating. This is looking more dominant than even game one.
Yeah, maybe not as clean, but it is still a dominant showing here. This time Zazakel being having a more prominent game here on the Mordekaiser, has purchased a book as well. Got 10 stacks on it, and I have to say, this Mordekaiser looking quite scary. Did go for the rift after the getting the orb, so you were right on the call. Just didn't see it yet. Zazakel here grouping with the team, marching it down mid lane. And it looks like X is trying to split push here. They don't have the best wave clear, and look at this engage.
Oh, they've caught Dark No Cammy again. Gets rooted up, gets blown up by Bo. Zon can't even get his ult to save this poor Jinx.
Hurts
But
doing damage,
Ezekiel
though.
on his own in the ultimate does manage to pick up the Milio, but dies in the process. And Bo goes forward looking for Cam. Cam flashes over though. Superfos, the target, not going to happen. Cam
Nice double pull.
finally dulled his EPMs. Just X, and John Squad. Almost it's John Squad.
John Squad.
John Squad. I was thinking
Oh,
John Tron.
John Tron. That's a
Oh,
throwback.
it is a
Bug Float
throwback.
has no mana, but I don't think they need it to finish
I don't
this
think
game
so.
here.
The John Squid trying to go forward, trying to get in. X trying to get onto Superfos, but is going to fall. Dark No Kami is back up, but it's just the Wukong and the Jinx. Okay, Milio's back too. They might not be able to end here. They do have the Baron Cannon minion, but they're just gonna call it good here, not risk it for the biscuit, and especially with that Vladimir almost back up. And SQDI on the border of clinching their way into the playoffs for the Titan Esports playoffs
Yeah.
across all the leagues. Big
I'm
moment
sure
for them.
yeah, this is a clincher, the butt clincher for all the players here. And once this game's over, it'll be a big relief for them to get through to the playoffs here. And as we're saying, the game is stacked against ET. It's not fair at this moment. So they are not. I mean, they've been playing the game and they are not dealt a fair hand at this point in time. One good thing to note here, Raptor, is their side lane turrets are still up. Sensei Squad over-prioritized fighting there a little bit, and they were not able to knock down these tier 2s. So that's actually a big win as another engage comes through.
Flashes forward looking for Dark No Kami. They're going to pick him up again. CPM getting that one. Superpost is going to run down Lilac. It's 3v5 here, trying to hold this base. It's a Vladimir, it's a Wukong, it's a Volibear, it's a last stand if they can make it. Cam having to go into the pool, trying to run away, gets rooted up at the very end right there by D-Shot, is going to get punched, trying to heal, trying to get out, is going to manage to just barely run away, but they're not going to have time to heal up. The game is over. Superpost goes on a killing spree, and SQDI, welcome to the playoffs.
All right, they go ahead, pick up that win 2-0. Great games back to back. They're going to cinch their playoff chances there. So I believe now they are 5-2. So we'll see if that shakes up the standings, because right now Akuma Shurikens are 5-1. And depending on how that game goes, if they win, then we'll know that SQDI are in third place for this group. I don't think Elysium is going to catch up in game record at all, because they went 2-0 today. And so potentially a second place finish for this group. Third is the second option. And so nicely done in this group, SQDI. And man, that's going to be it for the regular play here for the round robin. What a crazy tournament being put together here by Titans Raptor, because I didn't count all the teams, but obviously there is a lot of teams in this tournament, and coming out through playoffs is a huge achievement already.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's hard. There's a lot of teams you got to compete with to get into those playoff spots. And I think more interestingly will be to see the cross group play once we actually get into the playoffs. See which of these groups was actually the strongest, which one was just an easy cake ride and the teams weren't challenged in. I think that's what I'm really excited to see. Like, we haven't seen these teams play outside of their groups this entire season. So how will they handle the other teams that are like there to compete with?
Yeah. And then maybe, in retrospect, we could talk about which group was the hardest group to come out of, right? Which, who were the true testers of the players here? Was it Group A? Was it Group B? Was it Group C? What's going to be the answers at the end? So with so many teams, it's going to be a nice shakeup. We have such a wide spread and best of threes all the way through. I think that this was a very enjoyable first round here, and it just makes me more excited for the playoffs, which is going to be, I believe, a 4-week playoffs. That is nothing to scoff at here, Raptor.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Woo! I love good playoffs. Good. A 4-week playoff is going to be fun. I can't wait to watch it. And I hope all of you enjoy it as well. We've still got one more day of action. One more day to just see the last teams going to the playoffs or what tiebreakers there will be, because there could be some tiebreakers. We don't know yet, but we'll find out soon. But that does it from us for the cast today. Don't go anywhere. There will be an interview right after this short break, and we'll see you guys in the playoffs.
Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. Can we just slow down? And we just waste another day. I don't know to say. You say we need a change. I feel that you need it. It's just so right. We're losing track of time. Trying things online. It's not like we need them. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you'll still want me. I hope you'll still need me 1,000,000 years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for an eternity. Sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I adore your love and keeps me high. Keeps me high. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with